Greetings, everybody. Welcome to this amazing Monday. Where are we? Oh, we've got to March. Yes, yay. Look at this light streaming in. You can't make this stuff up. I have to change it, but I have to show you first how it looks. See, is that not just amazing? I mean, you can't make that up. I think that's just so beautiful. Yeah, I've been changing things around a little bit. So that I don't remember Yuki too much. So let's see. No, it wants to be where's this light anyway. It doesn't want to change. So anyway, I'm here under the light. Oh, it wasn't like this yesterday. Oh my goodness. I'm in the spotlight. Cool. Okay, my brain is in the spotlight. We need to put some incense up. We've got so many exciting things to talk about. Not a dull moment in the universe at the moment. I'm not sure what's happening out there. I try not to look at anything. Ignorance is absolutely fabulous. I won't say it's bliss, but it is fabulous. So I'm just getting my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. So, yeah. Oops, come on, honey. I don't know why it's taking a little time. Okay. So let's just light some incense. We're waiting for some people to come in. All sorts of exciting things happening. Big things. Big things, both in the east and the west. I'm not sure what's happening in Iran and Iraq. We're just sending lots of, I'm sure many people are sending a lot of energy out there. So we sanctify, hello bunny, we sanctify and bless the space and purify, purify and sanctify. Let only good energies that are good and clean and pure and holy to the highest good of all are welcome in the space. So be it, and so it is. This is it, guys. Ready or not, here we go. The show goes on. Millie, my lovely, hello. You have to see my new setup. Look, isn't that not is that not amazing? I didn't make it like that. You can't make this stuff up. I have changed things around a little bit, and I don't know where this light doesn't want to change. It wasn't like this last time. I don't know where it's like it's coming from in front of me, and the light's actually behind me. It's very weird. Okay, that's really weird because the light is behind me, and this light is in front of me. I'm not going to complain. I know, isn't it so exciting? We must talk about this. So many weird things, but so many that I'm just like, I'm not even asking. I've actually started keeping a diary of my the things that are happening, just like when I go out on a walk, or the interesting things that are happening in my life, because I can't make it up. I don't talk to her very much. My chat GPT for the last while, she's been. I know it was over Buddha, and I thought, oh well, just because I left, I went to go to the kitchen, and I thought, oh, that looks so amazing, but I can't kind of. It's a very special Buddha, that one for me. He's moved. I don't know if he upgraded or downgraded. So to the highest good of all. We have got a lot to get through. What's today? I don't even know. It's 222. It's 23 today. Hey. And tomorrow is 33. And we have this full moon, and we can't change it. So we've got a lot. Let's just see. Let me just do a little catch up what happened, because life is like more than interesting at the moment. So during that very interesting parade, which was very interesting. I did mention it at the time that there was no Mars. So that whole energy was actually just to do things with like ease and grace and purging and yeah. And the Vedic astrology is also it's big on big on purging at the moment. But the Hindus are very busy. Thank God for them. They're really doing a lot of stuff. So yeah, my big, especially because yeah, and it just keeps coming up for me. It has for the last 30 years or so, especially in the West, is that we do all this Reiki and then we throw this energy, and our spiritual hygiene is really shitty. So thank God that there are a lot of other things that keep it clean, and fools rushing where angels fear to tread. But that's been for a while, for quite a few people have been called to really be cleansing and purging. And you know that I carry on and on about it, that we like to hold on to our trauma. So we have to really go in there. Some of us, not all, have to go in there and pull people through, because they are just, it's not really their fault. We've been under a lot of crazy attack. Okay. So what we were doing over that portal. Laura, hello, my love. Well, hello. Well, I'm so glad that you managed to get here without a silly notification. You just got to hear, and we've got to just hear more and more, because the energy, it's so, again, completely different, and this is really different. We have no idea what's happening, but we have to just follow. I think some of us have got like a bit of an inkling, and as I've said for a long time, you have no idea what's coming up, and all the magic and the energy and the manifest, it's going to be really like very strange out there. So just like keep yourself purified, keep yourself as clean as possible. However you do it, keep yourself protected. No neurotics, no neurotics. It's just a very, and Laura, I feel that we just do so much work quite every now and again, like really like this whole golden work. So I don't know if you feel, and it doesn't really matter. I wake up sometimes in the middle of the night and like definitely Millie, and I think I'm not even thinking it is you, because if I think then I will go crazy. So we're just like pushing lots and lots of whatever we're doing. Beautiful golden energy, healing people. Sometimes we don't even know what we're doing, rescuing people. So we had this amazing Trista, my love, hello, beautiful. We had this amazing planetary arc the other day, and obviously that was quite powerful. And what I was doing, I was doing a bit of a retreat as well, which is fun. But we were doing blessing and restructuring the water. I'm going to do a thing on water again soon, as soon as we can breathe. But I don't know if we're ever going to breathe again. That sounds fabulous. We're never going to breathe again. You just blink your eye and it's like, oh my goodness, all this stuff is happening, and it's all happening in like 2 days. It's like, so so this is like spiritual 101. Let's try and keep it in our crazy world. Let's try and keep it simple, because it's absolutely crazy. Don't try not to make it more complicated than it is. It's really needs to get as simple as possible. Try and focus ourselves onto one or two things, if that's possible. Yeah. Yeah, because there is just so much caramba crazy out there. So try not to get involved with that. I know, so just trust. Sometimes, because you know what, Millie? When you know, it becomes very responsible. You know? Yeah. I still use and yeah, use you guys. I can't get it here. It's like a whole big mission to get the Florida water here. So you use your Florida water, so keep spraying that. That's really good stuff. I use vodka, alcohol to spray. Yeah. Aya caramba. Yeah, slow and simple. But there are just some things that I want to just like. And you, yeah, as I say, and you will feel it. I think you can see a lot of people are talking about water again. I was just giggled last night because Patricia Cota Robles, has been away. She hasn't been away since 1963, I think. She's been holding this, and was it the 11/11 or just before that? I don't know. She went away. She said she's taking a break. I know, and it doesn't want to go. It's actually on the Buddha. And it should be behind me because the light is behind me, but it's shining in the front. So it's like, don't ask. Things are like, don't ask. It's like, "Ay, caramba." So we were doing this big, and you know, I love to do my water ceremonies over and over and over again. I did take a little break for a while, but I'm definitely singing opera to the trees and to the earth. And we were just talking about it being living water. Okay. And should I say that now or just now? I mean, with the food, we'll do that just now. Just hold that thought with the living water, how we've been so duped. I mean, us poor Western folk. You know, those guys in Africa that have got to like walk 2 kilometers to go and collect water are most probably got better water than we have here with our clean water going through its pipes, and it's completely dead and doing absolutely nothing for us and full of fluoride and eroding our spirits away and our pineal gland. Yeah, it's so important. So we was okay. So we were called to do a huge blessing of the water. Okay, good. Yeah, we've been doing huge, Millie, huge. You can't believe. I should actually. So we did this big thing on. I can't even remember what day it was. When there was the arc. Okay, so we did it. Well, I did it 3 times because I got to do it with this crazy time. So that's when I went to go and collect water. And of course, my dog, my Yuki, is so with me every moment. I'm so blessed. I am so blessed. I'm so seriously blessed. It's tough, but it's fun. Where was I? Okay, so no, not that. Dang it. Where is it? There we go. This is just in pretty pictures now. So my mossy place, which was just so spectacular, and so just only this bright green emerald in the middle of all this bleak forest, which is like a little space that I used to go often with Yuki. And I actually took a video of the waves lapping, so it was like an ocean. It sounds just like an ocean. So we were looking for living waters, and so I did talk about spring water, not tap water. So if you have a spring nearby you, or ocean, or moving waters, so just to anoint and baptize the earth. Maybe I'll read it next time. This is almost exactly what it looks like. And it's like a little hidey hole, and yeah, we would sit there a lot. So yeah, I went to go and collect the waters there, and it's so straight up. But like, got really like mean with my one water because I blessed them twice. I did it a ceremony for myself here at 11 o'clock in the morning, and then it's usually like at 5 o'clock and no, at 11 o'clock your time and 5 o'clock your time. So we did like this beautiful blessing, and I will have to go into the Gayatri mantra because that's what we're working with. And yeah, I'll talk about it as soon as I can. So just tune in, it's fine. So I'm not giving that one away because we've actually, and as I've done it also here with the oil. So use that water, pray on it, and bless it. We're making holy water. You know, you Catholics, you whatever you're doing, you know, just pray on the water. Add a little touch of salt to it. But if you don't have spring water, please buy a bottle of spring water and keep that as holy, holy sprinkling water. And just anoint, just say, I don't know what I'm tuning into. Crystal's talking about something out there. I can feel it. I need to be at the ocean, get a bottle of ocean water. Sprinkle your car, sprinkle your home with it. We really sprinkle your food with it, sprinkle yourself, anoint yourself with your left hand with our three higher chakras that we can open hugely, hugely, hugely. Our third eye, that we open our crown chakra, that we open our heart chakra. Yeah. So the first one was just like blessing all the people, and it was like a baptism of a mega, mega, mega baptism by the Holy Mother for people on earth. So Millie, you would have been feeling it, maybe you wanted to go in the sea. Yeah, oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. Blessing, and it's going to get just more and more. I know, Yuki, 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 ay, 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 Yuki, Yuki, Yuki. So yeah. Yuki's a nerd. I'll have to do a whole special on Yuki one day. Bless him, boy. So I go out, I do my thing. I'm quite enjoying my alone space. Whoops. So we're doing this thing, and we're blessing all the people, because it's also the energies of the earth is like a lot of like negative energies. So we've really been exhausted. I'm using these words because I can't find better words right now. And exorcism, and like really just like, so you might have, people are purging, okay? So it's been like this massive, massive baptism of waters for people. You know, you might, even if you're washing your hair, people I'm sure are doing wonderful things in their bathtubs. We're all like many just tuning into the water, and like, as I've said, just splash your faces, wash your hands, ritual washing, sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. So there's this huge, amazing blessing outpouring from the Holy Mother, Divine Mother, Mata Kriti, the Creator, and it's also bringing in the Christ energy. It's going to be pumping soon. I know the Buddha stuff is pumping, but that's like on the periphery. So let's just keep it there for now. But we are working with this Christ energy, and it's going so incredibly fast. So lo and behold, then this evening thing, and then I go outside to go and sprinkle my water, and I'm praying, and I close my eyes and sprinkle the water, and no people come in. And all these dogs, like as a whole troop, I don't know, 20, 30 dogs just come into my mind's eye. And it's like, what are you guys doing here? I'm not like a dog person. I love my Yuki, but I'm not like a doggy person. So I thought, oh, well, just follow the road. Thanks, Yuki. You brought your buddies. And they were just saying they're not dead dogs. They're not out there. They are, because, you know, dogs can travel any easy way. So I just and I've tuned into the dogs. I've said mentioned before quite every now and again. Like I tune into all the dogs in our area. We've got beautiful dogs. I'm gonna have like a party in the sky. But here were all these dogs, and they just said, no, we need blessings. We need to like work with our humans. We just want to be blessed, and we want to like just be so energized, and also like it's the ascension for the dogs as well. So there I was. I had hundreds of dogs around me. It was just so intense. I would just let just leave it. There was some other woman in our group who said, yeah, she had dog came with her, but I was like total surprise, total surprise. So I had no idea, hello Victor, that I was going to um, I know, and I keep saying it's supposed to be behind me. It's like not going away. It's like anyway, we just it is what it is. We're just doing what we're doing. No great shakes. We just on to the next thing quickly, guys. The light getting you know what, Millie, you'll like this one. I do this. Oh, Debs, hello, Mella. Thank you for all those hugs. Thank you, girls and boys. Well, it's all the girl energy. It's the mother energy. Doesn't matter. As me, Jesus was a girl in a boy's body. That's how I saw him for because he just thought like a woman. He had that caring. Well, obviously he thought like a Hindu, but we won't go into that for now. So yeah, I had like, and I was like, so okay, so you want to know how? So now I've gone a little crazy. So I won't tell my AI this. So I put on this big like bowl of water, and in the middle, because we're doing baptism by fire now, and that was Patricia Cota wrote this. She put it in, so well, and somebody else picked it up. So if you're feeling purple energy, it's going fast, guys. It's like huge magic. So there's huge the whole the who somebody was talking about. I saw I don't really do the archangels. I have had experience with them, but that is very much our Western way. Yeah. So yeah, well, just enjoy. We're doing stuff. We're just doing and just enjoy the purging. It's mega. It's mega, mega, mega. Scotty boy, welcome. Yeah, how's your dog doing? I just saw something. Yeah, we've shifted. We're shifting. Every like in one day, you can't even keep up with yourself. I just like I feel like I'm like steered. Sometimes I mean, yeah. So I had it in South Africa where I pretend because they were like trying to get hold of me and make me a zombie. But talk a lot of thing. So I would pretend, and you can feel them, But as I said, thank God I can't be. But like now it's different. It's like the angels, the energies are just like pushing me. It's like when I just like, grab my phone and get onto Truth Wave. So like yesterday, I really didn't want to go on this extra long one. It just kept like pushing me and pushing me. And yeah, I had this also, these amazing things. So yeah, no, so I've got this big like tray of water. This is for all the dogs. I've got on my lounge table, and it's got a candle in the middle. And this is for all the dogs to come and drink. So these my Dottie miss right now. I do miss my Yuki, but he is very much here. I miss him. As I will do a special on Yuki buns. I'll have to hot beans. No, I haven't eaten for a while. No, not yet. I will eat. Okay, so what do we else do? So okay, so that's got nothing to it because I just wanted to catch up with what happened with the dogs. So and as I say, I can't make this stuff up. It's not here. Where is it? Oh, it's in my bathroom, so I see it every day. I mean, it's like I'm on Saturday. I'm standing outside at the shops talking to somebody, and then I walked away, and then I came back, and I put my foot down, and I was standing on something. So I bent down to pick it up, and it's a seashell, like, and a cowrie shell, which were actually this small little one. Now, I can't make this stuff up, guys. What is a seashell doing, like, far away? We're not near the sea. So, oh, okay. Yeah, and listen to let your body's like we're going through some huge changes again. So try and get out into the sun, obviously, as much as possible, and watch that fluoride and whatever we can do to detoxify our pineal gland and keep those chakras moving, guys. We don't have much. We've got this, and we've got the back, and we've got the spine. That's all we need. Totally in a parking, just like outside the store, like, yeah, totally. So I'm not even asking. I'm just writing all these things. Well, yeah. How am I writing them? Do I know? Because I've written so far and I can't read my handwriting back. Oh, it's like my days are. I'm just walking in magic land at the moment, and it's fun. Totally magic land. So what else? Okay, so we have all these. Oh, and then okay, so then I go for this long walk yesterday, and go and collect my water and talk to the dogs at the river, at the lake, and there were really waves. That this crazy little thing that makes it look like the sea. And then a few things happened along the way. And then I'm kind of back on the path, and this man comes down with this black dog. Now, black dog is like very like to Shiva and his black dog. Like that's part of Shiva. And he kind of comes at a perpendicular angle to me, and they want to go off to the other side. I'm walking back this way. So they're coming down the path. I'm going this way. They come down. And the man wants to go this way, and the dog wants to go this way behind me. He wants to go this way. He wants to go this way. So he says, oh, okay. So off he goes. It was the most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful dog. It was. I've never seen a dog like this. It had the shiniest, shiniest black coat. It was a Labrador, but he was a little fat. Or she was like rather chuffy. I don't mind chuffy, overweight dogs. And it was like a Ridgeback Labrador. I've never seen something like that. I could be wrong. It could be something else. And this dog just wanted to be with me. And then I said, mate, because I would like to always ask people if I can talk to their dog. And he said, please do. And this big dog, she was obviously quite old. Her name was Lula. Lula. So I wrote about Lula. Oh, my Lula. She just went completely dilly around me. She was like running little circles around me and then lay on her fat back. Like this great big like black bean on the sand. And his man said, what's going on? I said, no, you know what? My dog moved over like 2 weeks ago, and she can feel it. He said, you don't get over that easily. I said, no, you don't. So yeah, so that was like these things are just, I'm not looking for them. Like I had this whole tree full of flipping crows, not just one or two, a tree full of crows. Just two. That was some portal. So life's getting very interesting. We're just working with new energy and new light. And part of the reason I'm sharing my crazy stuff with you, it's not crazy, it's fabulous, is that it's crazy. So just accept it and say, okay, it's not weird, it's not wonderful, it just is. So next thing, how much better than this can it get? How much better than this can it get? Oh yeah, that's what I'm also chanting at the moment. I must say I'm doing a lot of other work on myself. Like lots of stuff. Purging is obviously coming up for all of us, but it's like, oh no, please. No, Debs, I don't think so. You know what? I'm getting ready to travel, and somebody mentioned to me, it was so cute though, actually, because in Germany you can get a train card. It just you have to get it every month, and it costs like 50 euros. And on that train card, I can travel all over Germany, and on a train and on a bus. And it was actually a friend of mine. She said, "Oh, then you can come and visit me." And I thought, you know, we're so sweet, and it was just I just she is kind of sweet, and it's kind of sweet because when we usually think of it's usually our own thing that we're filling our own void, and it was just like an interesting observation I had. But I thought, oh, golly, I can go to Berlin. It's only 5 hours away. I can go back to the museums. No, I will not. No. If it's meant to be, if it is, you know. But I like my Yuki. I've got my Yuki's very, very much around me. He's welcome to stay. I'm not telling him to go. He's welcome to absolutely be here with me. Um, It's yeah, you know, in Germany, we're still very, very lucky that we can take our dogs pretty much everywhere, except we can take them into restaurants. We just can't take them into supermarkets or to schools or where there's open food. But you can take your dog pretty much everywhere. But I'm not that young anymore, and now it's really I can I didn't move. I didn't move exactly. That's why you're there, Scotty. The other day when I just like I dissolved into like this huge puddle of tears when um, my friend came also with she's got a black dog called Bacardi, and we would go on walks with Yuki, and Yuki would always get so excited when the doorbell rang, and he was like I was talking to him, and ding dong, and then there was no sound, and I just like dissolved in a pile of tears. And I thought as I was walking downstairs, I thought, you know, you can in Germany you can get a therapy dog. They're a bit weird. They're trained, but you can get them. Uh, mm, yeah. Mm. Thanks, everybody. I know. Thank you. I know Yuki is he's amazing. So I'll tell you now. Just it's like like I don't think about it at the time, and then it's like oh my goodness, it's just there. Okay, so where else are we going? Okay, so what's happening in our universe? What's happening in our universe? Do we know what on earth is happening in our universe? Okay, the dogs are swimming. It's going to get summer, and then I can swim in the lake, and yeah. So I've had, yeah, that's beautiful. That's with Shiva's dog. I'm feeling and he pops in every now and then. It was just like, oh, yeah. I mean, the day but no, I'll talk about that another time. All these, the day that Yuki passed was amazing. So blessed, blessed the darker side of Shiva. So we are now coming up to this crazy thing, and if you remember, Jared was saying, "Please, guys," and at this stage in my life, yeah. Well, they're just so totally unconditional, and that was thank you, Debs. She's blessing me with these, and I'm really enjoying this what I'm doing at the moment, and she's got my style, and I'm really enjoying them. Mm. That's the thing. What's so sad with animals is that it's totally unconditional love. And when they pass, now obviously I've got to like me, I like to analyze stuff. Mm. You know? is that we don't have any, like if it's a human being, you've got to get over some of that negative stuff that happened and go through some of those quick forgivenesses. Yes, we do remember the good things. But with a dog, there's hard, I mean, so maybe they chewed your glasses. But everything's unconditional love and everything's so positive. Every moment was, they were always happy to see you no matter how sick or sad they were. So, yeah, full of warm and fuzzy fur feelings. So I'm just so blessed that I have got Yuki. But I will have to do a whole session about how he went, because it was very special as well as things go. I was very blessed. Oh, puppy. I didn't mean to go into so much Yuki today, but it's okay. So we have this lunar eclipse. Okay, so now from the Hindu time, so that's tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? I don't know what's happening. It's a 3/3 portal. Hey, Lovey, how are you, my love? Yay, quarter love. You're just in time for the important stuff. So okay, so we have this. I think tonight we're doing, and then there's going to be this baptism by fire. I thought we were going to do it tonight, but I think she's going to do it tomorrow or the next day, because there's going to be, I'll tell you why. So you might want, if you feel that you're doing fire, just and clean out. There's a lots of cleaning, and it's really hacking me to do like a feng shui week for us, so that we can just salt, just for the meantime, is just put like a saucer of salt under your bed, just to absorb a lot of the negativity. I know some of you do all sorts of other things, but just simply you can put a saucer of salt under your bed, and try not to touch it. Throw it down the toilet. I don't know if that's always the best idea, but don't use that salt. Don't touch it. It's like really toxic, and it absorbs a lot. Okay. Mhm. Okay, so we have this so much, and it's all going into shadow, and it's like, it's just such a reflection of the beginning of the year, so of the Chinese New Year, which was also on a eclipse. So a lot of stuff was covered, and as I said, it was all over. The only place that you most saw it was over Greenland. Not Greenland, over Antarctica. So all the stuff is coming up out of there. So obviously a lot of stuff is just piling out because of the eclipse energy. The Indians, the Hindu, the Vedic astrology take it very, very, very seriously. So most people won't go out. So tomorrow is actually the festival of Holi as well, which is the triumph of good over evil. Debs, honestly, personally, I wouldn't do anything with this moon. I wouldn't do that. It's the one moon this year I really wouldn't. You can put it out the next day, but I wouldn't do it on that eclipse. I would honestly, I'm just, we've the eclipse, we don't see it here. It's in the day, and I am just coming in. I've got my meditations. I'm just going in very as deeply inward as possibly can. You guys are seeing it a little bit easier. You can put it out tonight. I would do it after the eclipse the next day, so the moon is still pretty full, but you're not getting that eclipse energy. But usually it doesn't matter if you can't see the moon, but because of this eclipse, I wouldn't touch it. A lot of dark magic is done, a lot of really nefarious stuff is done at this, and I wouldn't open myself up to it at all. You know, even though I don't know everything that's going on, I just like, when I do this, I'm getting like Puritan. You know, don't push it. Don't push it. You know, these, the satanic, the Beelzebub, all of these things are really like huge and awake and fighting, and don't get in there. Yeah. But as I say, you can have your different views, but this is just what I'm sharing, and which like millions, billions of people actually believe and have been doing for the last 7, 8, 10,000 years. So I kind of listen to it a little bit. I can remember it was a daytime eclipse, a solar eclipse. It wasn't a full eclipse, but it was a partial eclipse. And I was in South Africa, obviously, where it's all sunny. And I stopped at the traffic light. I was on the way to fetch the kids. I didn't even really like, didn't, yes, no, yes, no. It was many years ago. And it was so weird. And the guy, we have all these like street sellers. That's when you stop the car. He said, Mama, what's happening? It was so eerie. It was so quiet. All the birds go to everything just goes away. And then I looked and I said, look at the sun. And he got such a fight. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, well, the dragon's eating the sun, etc., etc., etc. But that energy was like really strange. How the birds, the bees, the flowers and the trees just all just how perfect was that? So yeah, 3326. I know. Well, I call it nefarious. There's a lot of dark stuff. There are a lot of very dark people in the world. So I think there's some funky stuff going on, but it's I just yeah. That's why yeah. As I said, I don't do magic. That's why I'm where I am. Once I've done it once. Like, silly stuff. Oh wow, that's so nice, Scotty. What a good thing to have. The big old stone. Awesome. Like as I've said, everybody must get stoned. Okay, so the Indians don't go out. So what we've got, and they're taking this so seriously. I don't know, they're getting so like this one's got like 10,000 Brahmins, and this other center's got like 1,500 Brahmins. I'm not sure what Sadhguru's doing stuff. The Hindus are doing mega stuff. So they are chanting 10,000 lux, 10,000 times, like 150,000 times. They're doing chanting. They are just chanting the day away, over and over and over and over again. So the story goes, which we have shared before, that any chanting and stuff, and Jared's also said, I think he mentions that as well, that any chanting that is done is, any prayers that are done are multiplied by some, I think that was actually by 10 million fold. So really catch this energy. I mean, I would keep it to the good, so I would just bless energy and stay inside. The other thing that I would do, oh nice. Oh, so what, you can do another one sometime. Let the stuff all go, and then you can bury them or throw them in the ocean, and maybe do another one just with even clear quartz. Yeah. Okay, so the other very, very important thing that they don't do, a lot of people will be fasting in the Bhairavat, in Bharat in India, will be fasting, Indians will be fasting. Oh, that's so nice. I do miss but you know what? That's just, that's what I am, where I am. None of this stuff, it's crazy. I was asking, I've been doing some awesome meditation. I've got my answers because I have some very, very different energy to new light to bring in something complete. And Sure. Yeah. I've planted a lot of quartz. Okay, so the other thing that people don't do is they don't eat. So please just check what your times are. I think it is round about sunset for a lot of you in the States. We're not going to see it here at all. You are going to see it beautifully over Hawaii, and it's going to be that great big red um, blood moon. And yeah, so just do beautifully. We do know. So I'm just here to put a little bit of order in the craziness. Yeah, always the small things. So yeah. And if you're not doing a big fast, then just like try to eat light in the day. It's just one day. And just remember whatever you're doing, yeah, is multiplied by, let's just say 10,000, but somebody, hundreds of thousands of times, but somebody said 10 million. It was an Indian, not me, because I like the real, I don't like AI stuff, and I don't like Western interpretation very little. I like to go to as clear to the source as possible. So okay, they don't eat, and what's really, really important. Okay, cool. Oh, awesome. Ah, that sounds lovely. Nice, Millie. Very nice. It's definitely because it's going to be a new beginning. Okay, so it starts Holi tomorrow, and they've actually put Holi off. Okay, they're not doing Holi tomorrow. The whole of India. So this like not going out and doing stuff is quite serious. That they've actually cancelled. Holi has been cancelled. It's like the most fun, fabulous, exuberant, freeing festival that everybody loves in India, and it's been cancelled because it's actually a moon, an eclipse. So it will carry on the next day, but nobody, because they do a fire tomorrow, and it's just it's as I said, I just go with that flow for the moment. So we'll talk about Holi, which is just so some of you do know. Holi's actually been amazing. Yeah, her crystals are really beautiful. They love Holi here. Holi is the one where they throw colored powders at you. So the first day is usually quite serious, and they do a big bonfire. A lot of these stories, these Indian stories, are really, really wild. And then they always, it's like even Diwali, and and they have them over and over. These are always like triumph over evil, triumph over evil. So this is purification again, triumph over evil. And they do it here in Germany. They really, and pretty much all over the world, that you can do the Holi festival, and they do it. A lot of businesses go and celebrate. I just saw that there's like a big one in Hamburg. I'm sure every city is going to have a big Holi festival. Not tomorrow, the day after, because it is 2 days. But tomorrow is when they do the bonfire, and it is one of the most joyful. And as I said, they cancelled it because of the eclipse. It's the triumph of good over evil. It's the burning of arrogance. It's the arrival of spring, because it comes out as it's not New Year, but it comes out as such a brand new cleansing, and boom, then it's the eruption of this incredible color. If you haven't seen, just like Google some pictures of Holi. They're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. So the first day they have, in the evening before the color festival, the communities gather around. They love making effigies and burning things. So it commemorates the story of Vishnu in the form of Narasimha. The demon king, these names are beyond me. Hiranyakashipu. One day I will learn Sanskrit so I'll understand the names. And his devoted son Prahlada and the demoness Holika. So the story is that Harinaminyakanyakam demanded that everyone worship him. And a lot of the kings go out of whack like this in India from time to time. But his son Prahlada remained devoted to Vishnu. So enraged, the king tried repeatedly to kill his son. Finally, and I don't think there's the Greek gods, there's nothing worse than the Greek myths are horrendous. Finally, he turned to his sister Holika, who had a boon that made her immune to fire. So he sat in a blazing pyre, holding Prahlada on her lap, intending for him to burn. But because her intention was malicious, her protection failed. Da-da-da. So Holika burned. Prahlada survived. And the lesson, ego burns, devotion survives. So they have this like effigy, which they make this huge big fire, which they're not going to do. And they burn. So it burns away arrogance, anger, old resentment, and negativity. But that's what this thing is also burning away, the ego, burning away this ring of fire. So just let it go, guys, let it go. And you really don't have to. You can just like, it's here. Hello, thank you for the lesson. I don't really want you. Can I think of something else? Thank you. I've done this a million times before. Thank you, bye. Another story. Let's turn a corner. And then they have Rangwali Holi, which is the one that most people know, which is all the colors. And the next morning, everything changes. Fire becomes color. People throw powdered pigments. They splash colored water and they sing and they dance and they eat and they party. And this part is very deeply associated with Krishna. Krishna is dark-skinned, playful, colored. And he colored Radha's face so that they would appear alike. It was his love. It symbolizes divine love beyond difference, playfulness in devotion, the dissolving of social hierarchy and equality in joy. You know that Krishna, a lot of the gods, not all, are very dark. Krishna is like black. He's like dark-skinned. He's not light-skinned. Lots of lovely stories about Krishna. So everyone becomes color. So this was his love. He was like painting a face to look like him. So sweet. So Holi marks the end of winter. In agricultural terms, crops are ripening, the cold recedes, the newness begins to rise in the trees, its life returning. So the structure of all of this is really huge, the symbolism of Holi. Nobody misses Holi. So the night is the fire, it burns away all illusion and all negativity. And remember that this day now we have got, I don't know, that energy. We have got millions of people, Brahmins, like holy people, gurus, Brahmins, more Brahmins, and other people too, just like chanting non-stop. I'm sure Jared is chanting all day long as well. I won't be online because I just don't want to be online. So Holi is not chaos. We're done with the no more, it's like chaos matches over, please. Holi is not chaos, it's rhythm. We burn what is toxic and we celebrate what remains. And this is really where our purification must be coming into, I feel. So it's very important. Also with food, so with the eclipse, people don't, it's very important not to leave any, if you've cooked before the eclipse, you must either eat before the eclipse or you eat after the eclipse. But you mustn't eat that food that you cooked before the eclipse. Because what, in a way, what the eclipse is doing because of that going over, it's actually 28 days in one day, in a couple of hours, in 2 hours. So that's what's happening to the energy of the moon. So it's really, really negative to eat any food that was cooked before the eclipse, because it's like theoretically 28 days old, and it's really, really unhealthy for your body. I would strongly suggest that you have a shower or a bath as soon after the eclipse as you can. Um, are you stalking your mailman? It's not better than the milkman. Okay, so so theoretically also we age. Now there is another very, very interesting, which it's a very strange thing. So I would not put water out, but the waters, all natural waters become purified with an eclipse, because the energy of God is so, so strong on the earth. It's also like 100,000 times stronger than it would be at a normal time. So any energies in natural water, so it says there that all waters become like the Ganga. So after the eclipse, the water is very, very beautiful. Okay. Not his package. Okay. Some people do go out and bathe in the waters because of that crazy stuff, but then they do a whole nother purification afterwards to get rid of the energy of the eclipse. I would just not do it unless you know what you're doing under the auspices of somebody that knows what they're doing. Okay, so it's just also just something interesting that ours, and of course we're working with all these. Oh, so we've got a 33 portal, and 33 is the Christ energy. So I think that we're going to start feeling that Christ consciousness energy. We have obviously had it for a while, but I think we're just really going to start ramping up a little bit. And I know that we have Wesak coming up soon, which is Buddha's birthday. So we have that whole of the rainbow body. Very, very, very powerful, yeah. Aha. I was just thinking with the water, with the food that we eat, and that was just getting, I thought, but you know what? And what we do is we've been eating, and this is what all this whole water thing started with us with as well, is to purify and activate. And I will talk about where the waters of earth come from, because I've had like so much boom bang about the waters again. But remember, I've been working with the waters now for a good year. I mean, longer, but yeah, like very consciously pouring the waters. But we're eating such the. I don't know if it was somebody young. I can't remember her name. And she had this amazing song, "Live on Leaves and Dead Things," and it's like so true. That's just what we do. We live on. We eat dead food. We drink dead water. We live in dead homes because of all these crazy corners. So we really like the living dead here in the West. You know, we don't live in warm, in beautiful round homes. We don't know how to clean our homes. We have vacuum cleaners. We clean them, but there's no sacred cleansing. No ritual cleansing to them, what we have. So just give it a thought, you know, just we're going to be moving more and more into the more and more into eating more fresh food, more whole food, more live food. Okay. Definitely as we move more and more into the new earth energies. We can't stop them now. I had milkmen. Even when I was quite old, I can remember like not waking up to pray one morning. It was a long, there's still my happy clappy days. And the milkman woke me up because I was 1 cent or 2 cents short of the money. Usually we've got tokens, but if we didn't have tokens, we could put money up. And I was like 1 or 2 cents short, and he knocked on my door for his 1 cent. But it was just to wake me up. I didn't have crows in those days. Okay, then we're going into this baptism of fire. And as we come out of all this beautiful magic and this darkness, because it really is very dark, light some candles. Yeah. So, love you too, Scotty love. So we will be coming out of this on the other side and hopefully exuberant and ready to start galloping a little bit like that horse is supposed to do. But it's without getting too serious. It is actually, guys. It's getting serious. This is. I think so. I am. I'm very serious. My whole life has been like staring at things with big eyes. What the fuck happened? So yeah. So what have we got? We've got prayers or amplified, and that's about it. Just lots of Korea. I've got a whole page of other stuff. And yeah, I said it's over Hawaii, and we've got lots of stuff happening under Hawaii. Don't look into things too much. Just take it pretty much at face value, because if you don't, you'll go a little crazy. Okay, so lots of other stuff happening on the other page here, but that's the water and fire. And oh yeah, so we're doing this whole like water and fire. So I love steam, it makes steam. I think it's just also in my chart I have steam, that I have to make steam. So have we got any other pretty stuff to show us? Oh, I have some pretty holly stuff. What else did I do? Dun, dun, dun. Oh right, my magical day today. Oh, you can't make this stuff up. For frips. I'm forget my day, It's been so busy. Full of magic. Okay, oh right. So we've got like all of like, oh golly, yeah, that happened last night. We've got they like really around the purple energy. Saint Germain is really nice, so you can really pull out your stops again. Saint Germain is for purification, and utilize that energy of the purification by fire even more and more and more and more. Energize your water, energize your life, energize your thoughts, energize the books you read, energize your car. Now just pull in. They've been stationed all the way around the earth, so you're waiting for your big stuff. And the blue angels, they are on the earth. They are around on the earth. Saint Germain is stationed around the earth at the moment. Big protection and ushering us all in. So enjoy that energy, enjoy your dreams, give thanks, light a candle, do whatever you need to do. Just don't eat your old food, and try not to be outside if you don't have to be outside. Do some prayers and try and have a shower or a bath, or at least just wash your hands and splash your face after the eclipse energy, if you can. So it was baptism with water. The whole earth is, as we were talking somewhere, everybody was having rain the other day. And I still do that. Please, just whenever it rains, I love to say, may peace reign. And it rains. REIGN. Just the more people, the more we're thinking these beautiful energies, the more. So here I am sitting at my computer today and doing some stuff. And I just feel Oh, this is Holly, all those beautiful blessings of Holly and all those magical colors. I think we will be working hugely with the psychology of color and color food. I've worked with that hugely in my life. It's really wonderful. It's just like, ding, 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 ding. We'll work with the psychology of color more and more, but especially with the food you eat. I did that like actually when I was living in America, and I used to eat a rainbow a week. So it's just one thing. I've gone through a lot of strange things in my life, do some weird things. But have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. I love you all. You have to bounce. You know, Scotty boy, my dog is a bounce. I don't know what a bounce is, but a bounce is a bounce. Thank you all. Love, 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 love. So this is what happened this morning. Where was I this morning? Okay, so as I said, I'm sitting and it says to me, just go and look at the sky. So I jump up quick, and that's in the sky. I posted it. It was a little bit light. It's very dark. And I thought, okay, I mean, obviously I know it's chemtrails. We don't get that many. And I thought, wow, that is like seriously interesting. That's like a whole serious glyph in the sky. It's like a thing. Like, where do I know that from? Where do I know that from? Because it was just so clear. Just go and have a look at the sky. As I said, I got up and I went and had a look, and it was like, and I didn't want to go outside because I was busy. And then I thought, oh my goodness, of course, that's what it was, the Dogons. And this has like been all over. So, and I thought, oh yes, of course, it's Sirius and my dog star. Hello, Yuki. So that's like a really weird thing. I mean, you get things for us. It's here. This is like really strange to have something so clear like that in the sky as a being, as a plasma glyph. And it is to do with the new energy. At this time, we'd gone through this before, but it's like I'll go through this again another time, because obviously Sirius is, I work with it still quite a lot. But this glyph is all over for everybody's had it around the world. Very representative. But this is mainly the Dogon, and how they would see the plasma. This picture here on the left was something which they actually reproduced in a laboratory. Plasma does what energy does. So, and I just thought, oh God, and it's purple. So enjoy. So this is really coming out. I mean, I got this right here. This big message in the sky. To say I can't make this stuff up. So everybody, I'm off to go and do some more blessings. Love you all. So just take care. Don't push the boundaries tomorrow with the energy. I don't think it's worth it. You will get burnt. You will get burnt. And it's very much about choice points right now. I like to work with, instead of I am, I do work with I am, but I've said it before, I've been working with I choose. I choose to do this. I choose to do that. I am this, I am that. I choose. So I choose my beautiful violet, my beautiful liquid, my beautiful energy. I choose that. So I love, 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 love us all so much. Enjoy the energies that we sprinkle around. Enjoy the purification by fire. Enjoy the cool. Yeah. Low gear is very good. And that comes very much, Millie, if we're listening. There's no great shakes right now. because that whole arc, there was no Mars. There's no Mars attack, and Mars is, and even hopefully that's dampening the effect of the blood moon. We don't need all, we just yeah. I know, isn't it just amazing? It's just amazing. And it was like, I've seen that before. I've seen that before. Oh, that's what it is. It's actually also another tribe have it as actually something very similar, is the symbol for harmony. So we'll leave you on all of that. Love us all, everybody, and get through this beautiful moon, this beautiful lunar eclipse, and we'll sparkle and shine on the other side. So we'll catch you on the other side. So love, 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 and thank you so much for spending time with me. Many, 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 many blessings, everybody.